In this video, I'm going to share real O2C interview questions with simple, practical answers that you can actually use in interviews. Let's get started. What is O2C in your own words? Expectation: clear understanding of full O2C cycle. Answer: O2C is the full process from when a customer places an order until the company receives the payment and clears the account. It covers steps like order entry, invoicing, and collections. The main goal is to convert sales into actual cash for the business. Example: customer places order, invoice generated, payment received, account cleared. Why is credit check important? Expectation: risk awareness plus business thinking. Answer: credit check is important because it helps us decide whether a customer is safe to give credit. If we approve risky customers, we may not get the money back. At the same time, being too strict can also impact sales. Example: new customer with no history asking for 5 lakh credit, risky decision. What is unapplied cash? Expectation: problem-solving approach. Answer: unapplied cash is when payment is received, but we don't know which invoice it belongs to. In such cases, I won't guess and apply it randomly. I will check remittance details or contact the customer to confirm. Example: 25,000 received without invoice number, verify before applying. How do you handle late payments? Expectation: communication plus professionalism. Answer: I handle late payments in a polite and professional way. First, I send a friendly reminder because sometimes customers may just miss the due date. If there is no response, I follow up with a call. Example: 10 days overdue email reminder, then follow-up call. Explain DSO simply. Expectation: ability to simplify concepts. Answer: DSO means how many days it takes for the company to collect payment after a sale. It helps us understand how fast cash is coming in. Lower DSO is always better for business. Example: DSO is equal to 30 days, payment collected in about 1 month. What is short payment? Expectation: dispute understanding. Answer: short payment happens when a customer pays less than the invoice amount. Usually, it's due to issues like damaged goods or pricing disputes. We need to identify the reason and resolve it quickly. Example: invoice 10,000 received 9,500 dispute. What is a credit memo? Expectation: billing correction knowledge. Answer: a credit memo is used to correct an invoice by reducing the amount. It is issued when there is an error like overbilling or product return. This helps maintain correct accounting records. Example: wrong charge 2,000, issue credit memo to adjust. What is cash application? Expectation: accuracy in process. Answer: cash application is the process of matching received payments with the correct invoices. It ensures that customer balances are updated properly. Accuracy is very important here. Example: 50,000 received matched with multiple invoices. Why do you want to work in O2C? Expectation: interest in role. Answer: I want to work in O2C because it is directly linked to the company's revenue and cash flow. It gives exposure to real business transactions and customer interaction. I also enjoy working with numbers and solving issues. Example: collections help company run daily operations smoothly. What is an aging report? Expectation: practical tool knowledge. Answer: an aging report shows how long invoices have been pending for payment. It helps us prioritize which customers to follow up first. Older dues need more attention. Example: 90+ days overdue invoices, high priority. What if a customer says goods not received? Expectation: coordination plus problem solving. Answer: if a customer says goods are not received, I first check with the logistics team. I verify the proof of delivery and then respond to the customer with correct details. Example: signed delivery receipt shared with customer. What are payment terms? Expectation: basic contract understanding. Answer: payment terms define when the customer needs to make the payment. It is agreed during the sale and mentioned in the invoice. Clear terms help avoid confusion. Example: net 30 payment due in 30 days. Can O2C impact business performance? Expectation: big picture thinking. Answer: yes, O2C directly affects cash flow and overall business performance. If payments are delayed, the company may face financial issues. Faster collections help business growth. Example: high unpaid invoices, cash shortage. What is write-off? Expectation: bad debt understanding. Answer: a write-off is when we accept that a payment cannot be collected. It is treated as a loss in the books. This usually happens when the customer is not recoverable. Example. Customer closed business, amount written off. How do you handle repeat late payer? Expectation. Control action. Answer. If a customer is always late, I would suggest putting them on credit hold. This prevents further risk until they clear previous dues. It also encourages timely payment. Example. Block new orders until old invoices are paid. 16. What is bank reconciliation? Expectation. Accuracy plus detail. Answer. Bank reconciliation is matching company records with bank statements. It ensures all transactions are recorded correctly. Any difference should be identified and corrected. Example. Bank shows 1 lakh system should match. What is order entry error? Expectation. Attention to detail. Answer. Order entry error happens when incorrect details are entered during order creation. This can cause issues in billing and payment later. It should be checked early. Example. Entered 100 units instead of 10. What is remittance advice? Expectation. Document understanding. Answer. Remittance advice is a document from the customer that explains which invoices they have paid. It helps in accurate cash application. Example. Email stating 50K paid for invoice A and B. How do you stay motivated in this role? Expectation. Work attitude. Answer. I stay motivated by focusing on daily targets and clearing pending items. I like seeing accounts getting cleared and work getting completed. It gives a sense of achievement. Example. Reducing overdue list day by day. What if there is a small difference like 10? Expectation. Practical judgment. Answer. For small differences, I follow company policy. Most companies allow small write-offs to save time. It's better to focus on bigger issues. Example. 10 difference adjusted instead of long investigation. Extra O2C interview. How do you prioritize your work in O2C? Expectation. Time management plus decision making. Answer. I prioritize work based on urgency and impact on cash flow. High value and overdue invoices come first, then regular tasks. I also keep track using aging reports to stay organized. Example. 1 lakh overdue invoice handled before 5,000 recent invoice. What will you do if customer is not responding? Expectation. Follow-up strategy. Answer. If the customer is not responding, I follow a structured approach, email reminders, then calls, and escalation if needed. I make sure communication is documented. Example. No reply for 15 days, escalate to manager or sales team. What is dispute management in O2C? Expectation. Issue handling. Answer. Dispute management means handling customer issues like pricing errors, damaged goods, or missing items. The goal is to resolve quickly so payment is not delayed. Example. Customer raises issue, coordinate with sales logistics resolve. What is collection cycle? Expectation. Process clarity. Answer. Collection cycle is the process of following up with customers to collect payments. It includes reminders, calls, and tracking outstanding invoices. Example. Reminder follow-up escalation until payment received. What is days past due, DPD? Expectation. Metric understanding. Answer. DPD shows how many days a payment is overdue beyond the due date. It helps track delays and prioritize collections. Example. Invoice due on 1st, paid on 10th, DPD is equal to 9 days. How do you handle pressure in month-end closing? Expectation. Stress handling. Answer. During month-end, I stay focused and plan my work in advance. I prioritize important tasks like reconciliation and reporting. I also double-check work to avoid errors. Example. High workload, complete collections plus reconciliation on time. What is customer reconciliation? Expectation. Accuracy. Answer. Customer reconciliation means matching our records with the customer's records to ensure both balances are correct. It helps identify missing or incorrect entries. Example. Customer shows 50K due. We show 55K fine difference. What will you do if invoice is wrong? Expectation. Accountability. Answer. If an invoice is wrong, I will correct it immediately by issuing a revised invoice or credit memo. It's important to fix errors quickly to avoid payment delays. Example. Wrong price entered, corrected, invoice sent. What is SAP in O2C? Expectation. System awareness. Answer. SAP is an ERP system used to manage O2C processes like order entry, billing, and collections. Even if I'm a fresher, I am ready to learn it quickly. Example. Used for tracking invoices and payments. What is your biggest challenge in O2C? Expectation. Real thinking plus honesty. Answer. One challenge is dealing with delayed payments or unresponsive customers. It requires patience, follow-up, and proper communication. But I see it as a learning opportunity. Example. Customer delaying payment, multiple follow-ups needed.